Hi. So, my name is Nebula, and this is my first ever stream. I will be starting out with Stardew Valley Expanded, and eventually I'm thinking about branching out into other aspects as well. Um, as of now, I guess it'll just be a kind of more so little cozy thing, just to kind of I don't know, just kind of keep myself busy, I guess. I mean, I've been a gamer now for most of my life, and I guess I just wanted to, you know, try a new thing out. See what it's like to be a streamer, just kind of test the waters a little bit. Um, very excited to try this out, though I will apologize in advance. With this being my first stream, I am extremely nervous. I don't know if you can quite hear it in my voice. Um, But I'm hoping that as time goes on, it'll get easier for me. Eventually, I will be planning on posting these on YouTube and different little outlets like that. I do want to try to make clips of maybe little things that happen. Might not necessarily be in Stardew Valley, but I will like to try to create little clips and eventually post them up onto TikTok as well, just to kind of help bring more people to the channel. Um, but I guess without further ado, I guess we can move right on into actually playing a bit of Stardew Valley. So, first things first, I will be starting off with my new character selection. One of the fun things to always start in with. So I will start out as a female. My name, I will keep typical as Nebula. Oh, I also meant to turn the music back on. Give it a little bit of ambiance, I suppose. My farm name, I suppose we can call. Oh, if I can learn how to type. Galaxy. Favorite thing? Mm, have to probably go a little basic here and go with my most favorite food item, chocolate. So, as I have mentioned before, this will be a modded Stardew Valley Expanded. Um, I can go over some of the mods and stuff that I have installed a little bit later on. However, one of the ones I do have installed is actually the Immersive Farm 2 remastered one. It gives you quite a larger farm, there's more of a fishing area, um, the cave, like where you can choose either your back cave for your fruits or your mushroom cave. I have it. I usually go with the fruits only because I find it easier with the bundles. Um, but yeah, so I like to go with the immersive farm, just because I find it a little bit nicer. Kind of changes things up a little bit. Can be quite fun playing around with different farm types and just kind of seeing what each one offers and how they differ and the different items that you're able to get from them. Mm, why not? I'll do pink tails this time. I'm thinking I might do maybe something. Let's see. Let's do. Yeah, let's do this one. A nice little pink shirt. Uh, actually, I kind of do like the little skirt with it. Yeah, so we can stick with the little skirt. I'll go with. Let's go with the little grey cat. Um, hair color. I'll do more of a purpley color. And So I'm going to guarantee year 1 completed for bundles. I don't need any multiplayers. And I believe that will actually be most of everything that I will be including with it. Okay, so let's start our very first ever go of Stardew Valley. Well, not my first ever playthrough, but my first ever streaming playthrough. Actually, now that I'm rewatching this opening for for probably the 100th time, I'm only now noticing the little Junimo statue that's up right here. The little things that I notice. Alright. And now... I'm also just hoping that I've actually got my mic volume up loud enough that you'll actually be able to hear me correctly. I've tried doing a couple little tests with this, and it seemed okay in the little recordings that I had done, but can never tell too sure when it's the actual time. Dear Nebula, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in my life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belonged. I enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Galaxy Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? I suppose we can, Grandpa. On our little bus route in. So, if anybody has actually played Stardew before and this is not their first time going through it, one thing you will notice is that the colorings afterwards are going to seem a little bit different. As I had mentioned, I do have different mods installed, some of which will change how the game will look. It's supposed to have almost like a more, I guess, almost like a fairy tale type of look to it. And you'll notice that the grass all over along here to the side here will be different. That was also another one of the mods that I had downloaded. And now we follow Robin. And so this is another one. Changes the look of your farm layout, or not your farm layout, my apologies, of your farm buildings. Oh, and I now have a little bird down right here where the mailbox usually is. That's cute. Alright. So that's their way of welcoming into the valley. So now... That is, quite a bit. Don't have quite enough money for the greenhouse repairs just yet. Ooh, bridge repairs alone was $45,000. Hopefully that means that the bridge is nice and sturdy. And so now we should get to meet Lewis there now. There he is. I'm realizing now there's a slight delay between my screen and the stream. One new thing I'll have to get used to. All my tools are in the cottage. Perfect. And hello to everybody. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. Or, well, nighttime for me. Not quite sure what time it is for you guys. And away they go. Progress has been saved. And now the start of day 1. Let's get our parsnip seeds and get started. Alright, let's clear out a little. Actually, first thing I'm going to do, let's back this here out a little bit. There we go. And now we can clear out a little spot here for our little parsnip seeds. There we go. Alright, and... Oop. Perfect. So, one of the other mods that you'll see there now in a moment is it'll actually show you how many days left you have for each crop, and it'll also show you what crop you may have planted. I know one of the big things with me is I would plant an absolute huge amount of crops and give me a day or two, and I can't remember what I planted. So it was kind of a bit of a guessing game for me as to what everything was. I would always get sidetracked with stuff, would never remember like I said, what I'd have planted, so there was times where I couldn't complete certain parts of bundles, simply just because didn't remember what I had planted and figured, I'm sure I have that planted, and turns out I never did in the first place. So as of now, I'm just going to collect up some wood, just so I can make a chest for myself. Should also head into town soon too, and start meeting everybody. Actually, perhaps that's what I'll do now. After I clear away some of these. Alright, and into the main part of Pelican Town. So first things first, come in and meet Dr. Harvey. And we'll come in here. Oh, Gus is in here as well. So we have Gus and Pierre. And of course, Caroline just went into our room. But daughter Abigail is here. Alright. Actually, I will wait until I have my chest and I'm able to actually empty out my pockets a little bit before I buy anything else. So, as I had explained earlier, with the Stardew Valley expanded mod that I have, this house here is actually one of the expanded houses, which introduce two of the new characters. Victor, who is actually one of the bachelors that you can marry, and his mother Olivia, who, surprisingly, you can also marry. Now, I'm not quite sure just how loud this is on your end, but I know this is quite a bit louder on my end. There we are. Just turn it down just a smidgen for myself, just so in that way it doesn't feel like I guess necessarily have to scream. Talk to Penny, and I'll talk to Emily, and let's see if there's anybody over at Jody's house. Ah, so Vincent is here, as well as his mother Jody. And let's see who I can find over along this way. One other mod that you should be able to see here are these cute little animals here, as well as the little piggy up here. I think they are the cutest. And meet Marnie. Oh. And come down here and talk with Haley. And I believe they might be the only people this way for now. Until I get down here. This is another one of the areas with the expanded mod. This is Fairhaven Farm, where we get to meet Andy. And Andy seems to be quite big into the JoJo company. And I'll come up around down this way here to meet one of my personal favorites out of most of the Stardew Valley and the expanded stuff. This sweet pink-haired girl, Sophia. Sophia runs the Blue Moon Vineyard. Through a bit of her backstory, you find out later on, if you become friends with her, the vineyard actually used to be her parents' vineyard. But unfortunately they had passed away. So she ended up inheriting the vineyard after them. And here is Gunther. And we shall come up and talk to Clint. I like Clint. I find it kind of sad though that he won't talk to Emily about his feelings. Though I have seen some mods around that apparently will try to explore that a little bit, to which he's able to actually kind of talk to her more. Don't know. Okay, no, there's nobody else back here except for Shane. I'm hoping he's off now. No. One of the other mods that I currently have on as well is the visible fish in the rivers and in the little pond down here. Now, when you first do install it, it will show garbage and trash and the broken glasses and stuff like that, but I had decided to take those out, only because I didn't really like the look of it. Oh, both Robin and Demetrius are outside. And so is Linus. How many more people did I need to meet? 6 more. Okay. I know of Shane and Maru. Or not Shane, Sebastian and Maru. Jazz. Oh, speaking of Sebastian, let's see who else. So I need to meet Maru, Caroline, Jazz, Leah, Willie, and Martin. I think his name is Martin. Is it? I don't remember if it is or not. I'm sure I'll remember. Oh, speaking of Maru, there she is. Well, that's one less person. Alright, so let's start heading back towards the farm. And I'll plant those carrot seeds that I found earlier. I don't know what. Oh. Okay. Oh, I found a prehistoric tool. Okay. I was not expecting that the four-leaf clover was going to be a artifact spot. Alright, and I guess for now, first thing I'm going to do is move around my furniture here a little bit. There we go. And sleep for the night. Perfect. Let's try to clear out a little bit more of this farm. And on the bright side, oh, I found a geode. So, now let's just toss the fiber. There we go. There we go. Clear that up a little bit. Alright. Oh, sugar. And here's backpack. Ah. Now I can go get my fishing rod. Actually, maybe I should keep my hoe on me. Only so that way I can dig up little artifact spots. Stone. Huh, so it was Martin. Perfect. there's a daffodil. That I will need for my bundle. And what else? There might be some stuff up around this way. Perfect. Both the library and Clint's place are now open, so I can open this geode and donate my artifact. Okay. And a cutscene with Gunther. Amazing. Kind of feel bad for the poor guy. Museum with kind of almost nothing in it. Alright, and here we are. Alright, so let's donate this and this. There we go. We'll donate the two of those. Now, oh. And there is Jazz. So we can talk with her, meet her. Come down and get our fishing rod from Willie. And now that we have our bamboo pole, we will start the grind for fishing. Alright, so who do I have left to meet? Oop. There's only two more people. Caroline and Leah. Alright. Let's go up and go meet Caroline there now. And I'll have to see if I can't catch Leah outside at some point. There's Marnie. Oh, Morris's birthday's today. Actually, let's go talk to Caroline first, and then I'll buy some more seeds off Pierre. Because we'll need some for our spring bundle. but we will also need them just for income. So we'll get a bean starter, some cucumber seeds, some cauliflower, and the remaining money in potato seeds. And now we just hope that no crows try to eat my crops. There we go. Put those in the ground. Alright. Shoot. There we go. Now we have a little pathway to be able to fill up our watering can. Perfect. Map. So Leah is still down by her farm. Okay. Well, let's go look for some forageables. Actually, let's come into the saloon. Oh, nobody's in here. Okay. Alright, let's come down around this way. Refill through some garbage cans as I'm going. See, dandelion that we'll also need. And so there's only one item left I will need for the summer foraging bundle. Let's see if I cannot find Leah. She's not in the saloon. Okay. Is she showing she's still in our house? Here we go. Level 1 foraging. Ah, perfect. The spirits seem to be very happy with me. And still no crows. Lucky. Alright. Oh, and there's the leek we needed. Perfect. There we go. So for a little time frame thing, I was thinking about doing first stream for about an hour just to kind of test the waters a little bit and kind of see how it goes. And perhaps I'll be back on again tomorrow. Again, just test the waters out, just kind of do it a little bit slowly. there's usually... Oh, there it is. Just going to reorganize that a little bit. Yep, I was going the right way earlier. I want it to come up here. Only because this. So that way, now I have 2 more things that I can donate to Gunther to kind of try to help kickstart the museum a little bit. Slowly make my way all the way back up around. And here we are, back to Gunther, and donated 2 more items. Gold carrot seeds. And there we go, and it looks like Crow ate one of my parsnips. Alright, so I believe I'm actually going to leave the stream off there. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming in and showing up tonight. Thank you very much. Alrighty. I hope that you guys all have a good night. Bye-bye.